Witajcie moi drodzy na kanale i zaczniemy sobie rozgrywkę tym razem Powrót do przyszłości i zobaczymy co ta gra nam oferuje, chociaż powiem wam szczerze, już raz próbowałem ją przejść, jednakże po prostu czas i chęci było mniej, aby to przejść. Poza tym może trochę kanał mnie zamobilizuje, aby to dokończyć. A historia wiem, że już z początku jest ciekawa. Z tego co pamiętam to nie pierwszy sezon, tylko pierwszy epizod przyszedłem, no ale dajmy się powiedzieć jeszcze.
Alright, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, I need... Hey, boy, get in there. That a boy. In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
Not me. The car. The car. If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit. Watch this, watch this.
Ja mamy opcję wyboru.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds,
To będzie dobre.
she'll catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
Skalibrowanie? Zobaczymy. Weź na test doktorka, tutaj potrzebuję swojego testu poprowadź Martiego w lewo, do później zobaczysz skrzynki z narzędziami doktorka. Spoko. Tak się chodzi, tu jest myszka. Widać, że ta gra nie była robiona pod rzecz Full HD, już po napisach widzę.
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades of scientific breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic. Let's see. Is mass equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely proportional to the fourth root of N.
Doc, something's way off here. Doc?
Great Scott!
Doc, what is it?
I've made a horrible mistake!
Doc! No!
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc! Doc!
To tylko sen.
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Well, you're safe and sound now, back in good old 1986. But you'd better get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Jak ja uwielbiam ten film. Zobaczymy, jak nas dalej historia poprowadzi. Odcinek pierwszy, najwyższy czas. Niech sobie napisy przejdą. Będę musiał kilka rzeczy w ustawieniach dźwięku pozmieniać. Wydaje mi się, że gra się za bardzo ścisza, kiedy ja mówię. I za szybko to jest troszeczkę. Tak, ona jest tak jakby ucinany ten dźwięk, ale spokojnie to się zmieni. Włączyłem pauzę, ja sobie po prostu przeskoczę w tym czasie i pozmieniam to ustawienie. Wyprzedaż 14 maja 1986 roku.
Are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is back here.
That's Doc stuff. The city has no right
Now, son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
to. It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty!
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just remembering.
Dobra, moi drodzy, ja na chwilę zrobię tutaj pauzę i widzimy się niebawem. Witajcie, z powrotem wróciliśmy. Wybierz przedmiot w laboratorium i upewnij się, że doktorek nie zostawił nic niebezpiecznego. Znając życie, na pewno coś doktorek zostawił niebezpiecznego. Telewizor.
Does nature contrive it so that even with a time machine you can intervene to prevent your own conception, for example?
Hmm? Widzicie, jak jechał? Da mi się to powtórzyć, czy nie? Nie. Ale na film możecie sobie cofnąć. Nie poszedł stopami, tylko jechał.
Hey, let me...
Now, Biff, leave Marty alone. This is a very emotional time for him.
Oh, sure. Sorry, Marty.
Nie ma tak walnięty beef. Cześć, drzewko dla Einsteina. O, zegarek.
I wonder why
no,
Doc
this is a
didn't
guy.
take any of these with him.
Idziemy w no to jest lista, ale możemy je wziąć, niestety. Co ty mamy? Makieta placu miejskiego.
Doc built this model of downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
Can I see that model courthouse for just a second? I need to get something out of it.
Like what? A not guilty verdict? That was a joke.
Oh, ha. But really, can I?
Nah, I think I'll hold on to it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, look at what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something. Ha!
Dobra, trzeba załatwić tego cwaniaczka.
Feels like that was a lifetime ago. Actually, I guess it was.
Dzieci na podwórku się bawią i mi dźwięk skacze.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
Now, Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Dalej jest tutaj jeszcze spływa. Nie, szafa gająca.
Enough of that junk.
Now, Biff.
Sorry, Marty.
A tam nie zareagował tatusiek. Wtedy dużo więcej nie widzę. Książki. Lub nie wiem.
Doc sure did love his Jules Verne.
No, bardzo uwielbiał Werna. Makieta placu. O. Gitara. Czyżby jakieś...
Looks like a
ostrze
hand crank
będziemy?
lightning rod. Or maybe a lightning powered pencil sharpener.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's
Będzie
make some
ciekawe.
noise.
Zaraz, Biffa wykurzymy.
Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Hey, Dad,
Pogadam sobie z George'em.
who's
To
running the
prowadzi.
sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've told us he's not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son. But the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
About Biff, Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me. Problem? Biff?
He's got this thing, see, and I really need to get it back.
If he stole something from you...
No, it's one of Doc's notebooks. Yeah, he found it first, but...
Oh, well then I'm not sure what to tell you. I guess you'll just have to appeal to his better angels or something.
Or something. Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
No dobra.
I'll keep
Idziemy.
looking around. Thanks, Dad.
Rozejrzę się tutaj i proponuję podpiąć gitarę. Ekwipunek. Jest i gitara. A to co to? Zdjęcie Tusia? Teraz otworzę się ekwipunek. Okej, nie. Tu? Nie wierzę w to, spadaj.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys.
Okej.
It may not look like much, but it packs a wallop.
Użyj przedmiotu.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look, it's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done. Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say. Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Noc odzyskany.
Doc, where are you?
To mi śmierdzi.
Doc?
Nie, był Doc, to by wyszedł.
Einstein! Where do you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Jakiś but? Shoot is alive.
Okay, Doc, I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits.
A nie będzie stałej daty?
Marty? Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. it is. I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed. Oh, jeez. Come on. Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
No dobra. Pewnie trzeba będzie notes przejrzeć.
I can use those to enter a date into the time. Once I know when to look for Doc.
No dobrze, wyjdziemy z tego. Idziemy do pieska, zobaczymy co nam piesek powie. A może coś ciekawego wskaże?
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
Mamy buta.
This time-traveling shoe is my only... What do you know
Okay.
about this shoe, Einie?
Ha!
Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Okej. Tego się nie spodziewałem, że to wyjdzie.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie?
Step away from the door!
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat! State your business, child! You're making me miss Merv!
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see. A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
Okej.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Tylko... Czekaj mnie, Einstein. Zostajesz, ja idę pogadać z tobą. Czarownico. Okej. To będzie ciężkie do ogarnięcia, co czuję.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
No wstawiła herbatę, czy postawiła tylko czajnik na tym, na gazie i nie włączyła tego wszystkiego? Wybaczcie, akurat pociąg jeszcze jedzie, to pewnie pociąg słyszycie. No oczywiście, pociąg słyszycie i automatycznie jest wyciszony dźwięk, więc ja też sobie trochę pogadam. Tu są słodycze, zobaczmy, tutaj jest. Słodycze starsze ode mnie, ale ona widzę... Kim ona w ogóle jest? Może wypytamy.
Miss Strickland?
Kim ona jest?
Yes?
Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Hi, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy in Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt Fanny. Yeah, your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right where that disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that? Tenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Okej, Tifa Tanena pogoniła. Gdzie był ten nielegalny bar?
So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
Dobra.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an...
Naturally! Yeah, I probably wrote it myself.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't
Dobra,
let me
więc
keep
mi
you from your
pomoże.
business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Że gardło się nie zdarło. Dotkniemy, to pewnie nas opieprzy. Zgadza się?
Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Dobra, jakby ją tu odciągnąć? To są wyjściowe, nie chcę mi wchodzić. Buty nas nie interesują. Kuchnia! W kuchni był czajnik, czemu one ci nie piszczą? A, bo
Miss
faktycznie.
Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
That tea's never gonna boil.
No to może można jej pomóc.
That tea's never gonna boil.
Jesus Christ. Jak ją odciągnąć?
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that?
Oh, I wouldn't do that that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
Serio?
Juveniles collide with manure truck. Nice picture.
No dobrze.
Brown Mansion destroyed. 1962. No, that's not where Doc's stranded. All right, Einstein brought me this shoe, and Miss Strickland lost the shoe on the day the speakeasy burned down. But when did the speakeasy burn down? I at least need to know the year. Firm announces plans for Lone Pine Mall, Peabody Ranch to be rezoned for commercial development. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least. Miss Strickland lost...
Dobra, została mi jedna rzecz. Zbadać
This
sobie.
notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the... I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hand. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Yeah, that's peculiar. The water still hasn't come to a boil.
Jak zawęzić?
What are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly?
It's legitimate journalism.
I didn't even know they gave out trophies for Best Litter Columnist. Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Marshall Strickland.
My grandfather, gunned down by Mad Dog Tannen over 100 years ago.
That's not how I remember it. Jeez, they all look like they've got sticks up there.
What's that?
Nothing. Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
Poza tym
Don't
mogę
let me
pomóc,
keep you from your
ale
business.
potrzebuję daty. Jak tu daty zdobyć? No jasnej. No, w końcu grzejnik jeszcze raz.
There's the whistle. Surely the water's boiling by now.
A ja użyję...
After all the trouble I went through getting this thing, there's no way I'm letting it out of my sight. Clint Eastwood plunges to death on runaway train. I don't even know where to start looking for clues in these stacks. Wish I could narrow it down to a year at least.
Fajnie, że nawiązują do poprzednich, ale... Kuźwa, skąd ja mam tyle wziąć?
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
1932.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you.
Użyjemy jeszcze raz grzejnika, ostatni raz i idziemy do gazet. No dobrze, klikamy, bo już nie chcemy słuchać cały czas tych samych dialogów. Przeszukaj te
Let's
gazety.
see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan? It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done? Oh, get out! Get out! Get out! Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Aj, wiadota.
Marty! Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
It's, my uniform. Didn't I tell you? I got a job.
At the Model T factory?
Yeah. No.
Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was gone.
Dobra, lecimy.
You ready to go, Einstein? Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
No dobra, skoczymy sobie w czasie. Nabroiliśmy już na dzień dobry, tylko się przenieśliśmy w czasie i już nabroiliśmy. Uwielbiam muzykę z Powrotu do przyszłości. To jest jeden z najlepszych soundtracków chyba. Dobra, mam ładowanie, zobaczymy co nas teraz spotka. No szczerze powiedziawszy, nie spodziewałem, że tak się ten epizod wydłuży. Taki wcale krótki nie jest.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
A tak myślałem, że nagrywać jeden epizod, potem kolejny, po jednym epizodzie. Ale mimo iż gra jest TellTale, tak naprawdę ona jest dość mocno skomplikowana i tutaj dużo rzeczy się dzieje. To trzeba dużo kombinować, aby coś rozwiązać z zagadki. Nie tak jak w tych standardowych TellTale zdjęć, gdzie po prostu idziesz i akcja się toczy, i toczy, i toczy. Tam event i tak dalej. Tutaj się dużo więcej dzieje, dużo więcej trzeba kombinować. Więc to jest typowa gra przygodowa, trzeba rozwiązywać po prostu zagadki. I szukać odpowiedzi. No nie.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man in the street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
You can mark me down as a supporter.
The young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Ask him where I can get the address.
Ah, I see! Because you want to blast it to smithereens just like Carl Sagan did. With public-spirited citizens like you around, the lawless element will be on the run in no time. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
To będzie dobre.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
I know. I met you back. I mean, I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
No gdzie doktorek może być? Jak go złapali... Idziemy do pierdla, za przeproszeniem. Na bank tam jest. No doktorek tego nie
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Pewnie jak zawsze. Przypadkowy przechodzień. Okej. Dobra. Dziwne sterowanie. Przy zmianie kamery zapamiętuję mój chód, w którą stronę szedłem. Tędy do komisariatu? Jadłodania sióstr miłosierdzia? Tak, tędy do komisariatu. Idziemy, zajrzymy przez kraty. A chyba nie musimy.
Marty,
Doc!
what are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system, of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled 50 years into the past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Guess they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Hey, maybe I could talk to the gangsters. Tell them they're about to shoot the wrong guy.
I don't think the criminals of this era are going to be very receptive to a complete stranger telling them that their secret assassination plan is misguided, do you?
Why don't we try to tough it out? Now that we know what's coming, maybe we sneak it past the gangsters with a bulletproof vest or something.
That might work with 1 or 2 bullets, but from the looks of this article, it appears that I'm going to be mowed down in a hail of Tommy gun fire that rendered the innocent stranger little more than a pulpy mass of bones and gristle.
Who writes like that?
According to the byline, one Edna Strickland.
I should have guessed. Why don't we tell the authorities?
Tell them what? That my friend from the future has proof that I'll be murdered tomorrow? They'd ship us both off to the loony bin. And trust me, you don't want to see the inside of a 1931 insane asylum.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break out of jail.
No, that's far too dangerous. Not just to me, but to random innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a rocket-powered drill?
Not yet. I haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard back from the patent office, but the prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me! 1931 me!
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely!
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
Dobra, gdzie
Okay,
mogę znaleźć
let's
naszego
say I
ciebie?
go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll...
Okej, dobra. Nie ma to jak szukanie młodszej wersji Doktorka. Idziemy do jadłodalni w takim razie. Dobra, shiftem się biega, dobrze wiedzieć. Zacięło się? Dobra.
McFly! Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it. If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk? Keep your eyes on the soup, kid. Well,
Well, what?
what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly,
Yes?
that hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 plus 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible. Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Okej, czyli... Dziadek... naszego przyjaciela... jest tak naprawdę podwładnym Beefa. Nie powinienem tego robić. Mój błąd.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Jakie wow. To ty mamy
Looks like these
rurkę.
pipes go into the basement.
No to dobrze. W tej piwnicy jakby coś było, można zawsze zastukać. Tylko po co nie wiem. Tu jest jakiś facet.
I better
Pogadajmy
not
sobie.
talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
Aha.
Brown residence.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who may I say is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Dobra, idziemy do sądu.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Zupa dnia, kapuśniak. Dobra, idziemy do sądu w takim razie. Aj, to szczerze, co trochę pobiegamy. Nie gap się, Marty. Sąd pewnie tam na wprost jest. Czy ja chcę być przez park? Pobiegnę przez park. A co tu robisz, Einstein?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Okej, Einstein sobie po prostu siedzi. Przebiegniemy tu i idziemy do budynku sądu, pogadać z Emmetem.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Papa, I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, h2 of a multiplied by the inversion of h has to come out less than expectation value of a, right? No, no. What am I missing here? Or do we take h to stand for permitting the line operator?
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night, but today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter. Very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Hello?
No solicitors!
Well, no.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty. Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Did Dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Inverse of A might not be equal to A's expectation value. I don't... Only if the coefficient of... Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. And naturally, H to the A multiplied by the inversion of...
Think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Doc will want to hear this.
Wejdź. Tak, ja tego nie rozkwikłam, kurczę. Hop, 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 hop. Teraz tak. Najbardziej wkurza mnie to, że jak się zmienia kamera, strzałka do przodu, mówi, że idę do przodu. I jak się zmieni kamera znowu, że jestem pod kątem, to strzałka do przodu powinna mówić, że idę wprost, a nie dalej w lewo.
Psst, tak.
Nie to.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
What's the story with this kid Tannen jerk anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, if Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison...
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
No kidding.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna? We never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot. Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen?
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
What was 8?
The Hamiltonian.
Got it.
Operator Hamiltona.
Where have you been all this time? I missed you.
I've missed you too, Marty. But I thought it was important to let you live your own life for a while, free from the insanity of...
I gotta admit, it was nice to not have my family history blowing up in my face for...
Besides, I've been busy raising my own unpredictable teenagers.
How'd you wind up...
During my trip to the past, I decided to look into one of Hill Valley's unsolved...
The fire at the speakeasy.
Exactly. I thought I was safely hidden across the street. But when the fire started, there was a tremendous explosion, and I was knocked unconscious by a stray brick. When I woke up, I was here in jail.
That's horrible.
I know. Worse yet, I still don't know who started the fire.
So how...
They're fine, fine. Right now we're trying to decide where to send Jules and Vern to college. Clara prefers the 2020s, but I'm partial to the 1960s. We're planning on visiting you and Jennifer in 2011 soon.
Me and Jennifer? In 2011?
No, forget I said anything.
I know this...
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in grizzly death in 1931.
Dobra,
Hang in there, Doc.
Hamiltona.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Namieszał znowu doktorek. Biegniemy tutaj. I on gdzieś tutaj będzie... O, jest! O wilku mowa. Kolejnemu.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah!
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the Pat patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course.
Te same
Naturally, it's just
odpowiedzi.
a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
Idziemy do kina pogadać. A co mnie szkodzi, Jezu no. Ale możesz ty maleńka wiedzieć, Edyno. Taka maleńka,
Hey,
tylko
Miss
na suko.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions, not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Okej.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their story is glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad.
I'm sorry about the way
Well, I hope you've learned to keep him...
Yeah, I found someone to keep him distracted.
Very good. Now let's see if you know your multiplication tables.
I got a book.
Oh?
Dobra.
Where?
To mamy z bani. Przyda nam się taka informacja, później będzie łatwiej. Wiem, że u niej może załatwić zupę. Idziemy do Tannena.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you missed a spot.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut bowl.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? Hanging on to my peanut bowl.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What did you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
Emmett! Emmett!
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
Jak zawsze
Fix
głupio.
me up!
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Dobra, czyli mamy z Bunny to. Idziemy do meta, pogadamy.
You have to deliver a...
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs. All he's exposed me to is a lot of new curse words.
If serving subpoenas is such dirty work,
Look, what's the worst thing that can happen to me on this job?
you could get shot.
Yeah, well, believe me, that's nothing compared to what I'll get if I mouth off to my pop.
Any idea where we could find...
Not a jot. If only we had a way of tracking him.
This subpoena's for...
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back...
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
How about Kid...
He's loud, he's obnoxious, he's not very bright, and he doesn't like anybody.
Yep, that's a 10. This might be a stupid question, but couldn't you have designed a fuel that,
Patrz, tak
you know,
przerywam,
isn't
ale już po
illegal?
prostu...
Illegal?
Teksty te nie są potrzebne, ty widzę.
Science has its... You of all people should know.
Some of us down could power a drill.
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was...
Yeah, that's kind of what we... Have you read The Time?
H.G. Wells? Not yet, but it's on my list.
We'll get that subpoena delivered. My name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
Oj, Malti. Co ja mam z tym wszystkim zrobić? Gdzie ja znajdę tego... W biurze jest. A może Edna wie, gdzie jest, a Malti ma.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corley. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the newspaper.
What's this?
You haven't heard of the SSS in bums and turning them into former hopeless founding members? And not to say that I was ever... Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. The new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck.
I got a book.
Dobra. Wejdziemy do jadalni. Dobrze, tu wszedł Emmet.
Hey, cue ball. What? The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
No i super, ten jeszcze gazetę otworzył, to pilnuje wszystkiego. Co Aha! I zupa znika. Okej. Dobra.
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any idea?
Hooch?
The alcohol.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden.
You're probably right, but
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their
specific gravity. Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. Obvious.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally
Right. That might explain. We'll score that hooch.
I'll keep...
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
You're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribollita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too, but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Aw, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
Było blisko. Było blisko. No leciały na dół, tam spadły. Jakby je zablokować? To ci są zablokowane, a jakby tak nie przypieprzyć?
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Emmett.
Yes?
Emmett, I can't...
The door? So your plan is to just walk?
No, of course not.
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop.
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried... parsley? It might help to, complement the mellow flavor of the cabbage.
Compliment the mellow... What are you talking about?
Trust me.
You might be onto something, kid. Let me see what I got.
Na kuchach przy kuchni siedzi, a my idziemy znowu
Eureka.
kuchni. Bam, bam. I to teraz powinno być okej.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Okej. Potrzebuję tą beczułkę.
Edna picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all I have to do is to get it from her somehow.
Jakby musimy jej gwizdnąć tą beczułkę? Tylko jak?
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Court. I'm afraid I haven't my ideas due.
As a matter of fact, I do...
Oh? Who?
The farm for unwanted...
No, they've already received their quote.
You asked...
Does somebody...
The orphanage.
No, they've already got all the soup they can...
You asked me...
Does somebody...
The...
No, too much soup makes them nervous.
You asked me...
Does somebody...
The...
No, it's...
You asked me to tell you if one...
Does somebody...
The state...
Yes, we do generally provide refreshments for the Stay Sober Society. Afraid they may not be able to meet tonight. They haven't got a meeting.
I got a book.
Gdzie oni do cholery mogliby się spotkać?
We'll get that.
Brak mi pomysłów. Idziemy do meta. Bo tyle, że mam od niej wyciągnąć beczkę, to ja wiem. I tyle mi da podpowiedź, coś czuję. Ale idziemy do Emeta, zagadamy.
Psst, tak. Your younger self needs 190 proof.
Oh, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed through...
I'm kidding, Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have, I'll never understand it to make a joke out of everything.
You got me.
Dobra.
Hang in there, Doc.
Mylę ciągle klawisze. Chcę wyjść z tego i wciskam escape. Dobra, nie mam lepszego pomysłu. To wiem. Kurczę. To do Emeta. Co mam wymyślić? Jezu, zapytam się Emeta.
But couldn't you...
Like what?
I don't know. Gas, maybe?
Gasoline? Yesterday's news. You'll see. By 1940, automobiles will all run on pure alcohol.
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
Aha, zabawne. Co ja mam nie powiedzieć?
You asked me...
Nie, nie to.
This...
Afraid they may...
I got a book.
Nie to. Pardon.
Hey, Miss...
Oh, hello, Miss... I'm afraid I... is due to begin.
I know.
Oh?
The Brown Rest.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good cause.
Really? Why, that's the most generous public month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we're... And the offer couldn't have come at a better moment. It's almost time for...
You have... This...
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
Think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face. Edna Strickland. I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your patent.
Okej, Emmet jest tam. A ja już nie wiem, co ja mam tu robić.
We'll get that subpoena delivered.
Paliwo załatwione. No ojoj. Zobaczę sam tej podpowiedzi, ale... Mózg mi się już stresował dzisiaj od tej gry.
Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Hey, boy, can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's
he going? Only one way to find out.
Niuchaj, niuchaj, niuchaj. Hiwalaj Apartments.
Huh, deja vu.
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena. Nah. I don't need to push.
Someone's playing tricks on me. What now?
What do you think you're doing?
I'm throwing the subpoena.
You can't do that. You have to hand it to him.
Arthur's already a little freaked out. I think showing him a picture of his yet-to-be-born son could turn him into a vegetable. Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We represent the law.
You don't want to go against the law, do you?
No, but I don't want to go against Kid Tannen either. And he ordered me to stay put till he gives the word. Sorry. Some other time.
Wyłaź.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides... What now?
It's me again. Please.
Why?
I'm your mother's great nephew.
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the bus. Sorry.
Dziadek, nie wkurwiaj, za przeproszeniem. Zaczął mnie troszeczkę irytować.
What now?
Bardziej tyle muszę się naoglądać i naklikać.
It's me. Why? We've got some private. Then put it in a postcard and sorry.
Jak ja mam go tu ściągnąć?
What now?
I don't think Arthur would respond to that recording. He only listens to Tannen. I don't think... I have to hand this subpoena to Arthur, not...
Tylko kapelusz go
Quit bugging me, or I'll tell Kid!
Zajebiście. Będzie potrzebna podpowiedź, bo powiem wam szczerze, nie mam pomysłu.
What now?
Ej.
I'll give it back to him
Nie. Nie. Wyjdź. Odpowiedź. Serio. Co z centrum miasta mam wziąć? Co to ma być? Może ja muszę nalać Talena.
Well, well, look who's back! They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches! What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now! Come down from there, you...
Einstein! Help!
O to chodziło.
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey, where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
Dobra, wracamy do tego. Idziemy do Artura McFly'a. Ogarniemy temat Artura, damy mu... Ale powiem wam tak. Długi jest ten epizod, naprawdę bardzo długi. Już nie wiem ile w niego za 2 godziny cisnę.
What now?
Zaraz będziesz uciekał stamtąd.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Arthur McFly,
Yeah?
got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen? Take it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good. Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
Are you sure this is gonna work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
That's great. How?
Well, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett? Why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
You know what called. Someday you are going you will have to learn.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not.
People don't look. You know what called.
Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me!
What do you call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building? A good start!
You know what's called.
Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy?
To learn. To learn. You know what called.
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer.
You will have to learn. To learn.
Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Emmett, get back here! You're going to find out.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere?
I hope someday you have children and you will look.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas.
You're going to find out that when you get older.
Halfway there.
Emmett!
Keep up the good work. Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
What will it take to light a fire under your unappreciative hindquarters?
Why should I honor your wishes? You treat me like common bacteria.
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father.
Why do you keep bellowing like that?
Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Are you trying to spin this argument around to my failings?
Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Father, why don't you ever listen to me? The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
Von Brauns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly...
Almost there.
Emmett!
Coming, Father! If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
The veins in my head are...
Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it.
Only a mother...
I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. Law? What use is a microorganism for law? My Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? What did you do?
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father. Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms? Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. Law? What use is a microorganism for law? I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right.
Wait till she...
Stop being such a crank! You don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil over.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Are you okay? You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No! Oh, what? Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
Don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
Huh?
Emmett, I'm not from the Patent Office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you, but I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight, and I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Mr. Corleone! You're too late!
Too late? The Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
Paddy wagon intercepted, suspect slain, and they're still after him. But how am I gonna rescue him now? There's no way Ed and his bike is gonna be fast enough to catch up with that paddy wagon. Or is there? At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
To będzie ciężka podróż. Dajesz, przyjacielu.
Alright, I'm coming, Doc.
Czuję obiad u mnie.
Doc, I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here and we'll talk later.
They're locked.
I know.
O! Wybaczcie. Prawdopodobnie na popisie nagrywanie przełączyło. Myszka mi wyszła na drugi ekran. Chodzi o to, aby zawrócić i iść w drugą stronę. O, tak.
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight. throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. Keys. How do I get them?
Nie mam koncepcji. No, tyle to wiem. Okej, na to bym nie wpadł.
No good. The window's shut. Gotta set up a distraction. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
Serio?
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me! Hey, driver! You're driving too fast! Watch how you take those curves! I object to your tone of voice, and I find your seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on? Hey, I'm talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me. You!
Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources. Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Oh!
Eat lead, Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Oh! This is a rescue!
That's the idea.
Doc! Doc!
Doc, the throttle.
Oh!
Wszystko się kończy tam, gdzie się zaczyna.
Doc, are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
Great Scott!
W tym momencie oto kończymy pierwszy epizod. Nie wiem ile czasu minęło, ale to będzie długi odcinek.
What's happening?
I don't know. We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
All right, McFly. Let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
Dopaść Tannena. No dobra. Było miło, moi drodzy. Miło spędzić sobie czas. O, piękna muzyczka nam w tle gra. Posiedzimy do końca, obejrzymy sobie napisy końcowe, żeby był całość gameplayu, że tak powiem. No i co? Widzimy się w kolejnym epizodzie Powrotu do przyszłości polskiej wersji językowej. TellTale 2010, 8 lat ma gra. No, moi drodzy. To chyba koniec. Do zobaczenia w kolejnym odcinku. Trzymajcie się zdrowo i pa pa!